I'm Bella Kaufman, and today I will be teaching you how to paddleboard. Have you ever walked along the beach and wondered how to surf? Because I always have. The reality set in for me that I live in Colorado, and I unfortunately can't do that. So I decided to learn the next best thing, which is paddleboarding. Recently, paddleboarding has been one of the only fun activities to do during the COVID crisis. I have been going paddleboarding for years with my friends, and I go almost every day in the summer to the Aurora Reservoir, which happens to be the cleanest. I recommend using an inflatable paddleboard because it is the easiest to transport. So today I will be telling you how to set up an inflatable paddleboard, how to get on the water, and how to put the paddleboard away. This is an inflatable paddleboard right here. There are many parts, and I will be explaining the main ones. The first thing you must do is get the paddleboard out, and you will unroll the paddleboard with the fins facing up towards you. And then make sure that the big fin is not in the board or it'll scratch it up. Then flip the board over and untwist the air cap, which is in the bottom of the board. After you untwist the air cap, you will push the button in the center of the air cap to make sure it is popped up. You will do this so that when you pump air into the board, it will not deflate automatically. Then you will get your pump, which can either be electric or a hand pump, but I prefer electric because it's a lot easier. And then you pump the paddleboard until the PSI reaches 10. According to the article, What PSI Should a Paddleboard Be?, SUP enthusiast and blogger Carlo Raffa states that the recommended PSI for the inflatable paddleboard is 10 to 15 PSI. After you finish pumping up the board, you will take out the pump and make sure there's no air coming out. If there is air coming out, just push the button in the center one more time, and then twist the cap on. After this, you will grab the paddle and put it together. There are 3 pieces. There's a top handle, a center piece, and the bottom where the oar is. Then grab your life jacket, and you are ready to go. Finally, it's time to hit the water. Pick up your board by the handle in the center of the board. This is the center handle, and it's the easiest to carry and everything else. Do not just set your board into the water directly because you do not want the fins to scratch on the bottom. You will push the board from the nose into the water and give yourself enough room so that the fins don't touch. Now you can get on the board. You can either sit on the board or get on your knees, whichever is most comfortable. And then you will grab the paddle and place one hand in the center of the paddle, one hand on the top of the paddle, and you will push the water behind you. I usually do it 2 to 3 times, and then I switch sides so that I don't go around in circles. If you need to switch faster, you can turn the paddle around and push the water the opposite way, and naturally it will guide the water the other way and you will turn. According to the article, Tips to Enjoy Your Injury-Free SUP Experience, stand-up paddleboard enthusiast and blogger Jennifer Dawson explains that if you keep your lower hand steady while using your top hand to make the most of the movement, you will successfully propel yourself forward. When you feel steady paddling, it is now time to stand up. When you stand up, you want your feet to be placed in between or outside of the handle so that you're straddling the handle. This is the center point of the board and you will have the most balance. And it is okay if you fall because I still fall and I've been going for years. Now when you're ready to get off the board, you go to a spot in the water that is by the shore and get off where you can stand comfortably. I usually go to a point where the water is about to my knees so that I can get off easy. Then you can grab your board by the center handle and go to your stuff. After you go to your stuff, you will set the board down, take the fins off the back, and flip the board over and turn the air cap off. After you get the air cap off, you press the button in the center and the air will deflate. Now you can roll the board up. According to the November 14, 2017 article, How to Properly Deflate/Inflate Your Paddleboard, published by blogger Doug Robichaud, specifies that we recommend rolling up the board from nose to tail to ensure the air exit and keep the outside rolling. Then you are done. In conclusion, I hope paddleboarding is always a fun activity for you as it is for me. I hope learning how to inflate the paddleboard, getting on the water, and putting the board away is easy and fun. Now that you know what to do, you can get more exercise at a distance. Paddleboarding should keep you relaxed from the struggles around us today. We might not be able to enjoy the company of others in close proximity, do everything we want, or live carefree all the time, but you can do all these things on the water. Thank you.